I've shot you.
Flight school pre.
And we're
Probably right.
all right. Once again, we are back. Reinforcements.
We got the legend in the building.
Exactly. Introduce yourself, man.
NWO Sparrow from NWO News, Medium.com. What's going on, man?
Not for much. We appreciate you pulling up, man.
Thank you for
Facts.
having me.
Long time coming to it, man.
We bring what happens to Facebook on life.
Exactly. I had to. Hey, he made me beg. I ain't gonna lie.
I didn't know how serious you was. Like,
That's a fact, man.
you know how many niggas be like, yo, bro, let's work, let's do something. Even though you're not like that.
Yeah.
But like, yo.
No, I am. Just not with you. I knew you for so long. At this point, it just be like, no, if I don't need to impress you with the let's work anymore.
Yeah,
we've
like,
worked.
Yeah,
we've worked.
on.
So yeah. So if I hit you with the let's work, I actually do mean it at this point. But if I don't know you, nigga, and I say let's work, that means get the fuck out my face, please.
Crazy.
That's a fact, man. But man, our last episode ended up with this on the Civil War. The previous one ended up having our most views. We really do have a Drake stimulus package.
Yeah,
it feel like whenever we talk
and
about
shit,
Drake,
man.
our views go up.
And I could also check out the interview we did with
50 Drew.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
it's out
the
there.
whole one is but it's just a preview of
Yeah,
it.
but the last shit we did, and it did what it did. I seen niggas in the comments talking shit. They was mad at my Pusha angle and shit. I still think Pusha lost that battle to Drake, but that's another story.
Okay, so who's your favorite rapper, by the way?
Pusha T.
Do you want to let him know what your favorite angle is?
But you know what's so crazy? You know why I give Pusha hell? You know why I give Pusha hell? Because I never seen this much Push. I never seen so much Pusha fans until that Drake battle. And I used to argue for
So you
Pusha.
give him hell.
Yeah,
What he do? What he do besides put out a good diss track?
I don't think the diss track was good.
You
though.
don't. You are in the minority.
That's the thing.
No, exactly, man.
It was an inferno.
Man, but since the last time, what happened?
So we gonna pick up right where we
Been
left
on tour?
off. Yeah, no.
You know Jim Jones is at the airport getting his ass.
Yeah.
Because he called him the push killer. He didn't get his ass whooped. He definitely
Held it on it.
So okay, before we go, so you gonna tell me that Jim Jones didn't beat Pusha T in that battle?
What battle?
What battle?
What battle?
Pusha put a song out
He
on the
didn't put
runway.
the song out. He put it on the runway.
He was trying to put the song out until Jim Jones jacked the beat from him.
That's what happened?
Yeah.
Jim Jones won. If we gonna
Won
say
what?
like it was a thing,
It was not a battle.
if it was a thing, we gonna say Jim Jones won. But Jim Jones definitely
He outchessed him.
He
How did Jim Jones get his
up.
instrumental?
He what?
How did Jim Jones get his instrumental?
That quick? The next day, and then shot the foot of block.
I didn't realize that was the same beat.
Yes, that's the same beat.
My nigga,
That's
I
why
did
the
not
song
realize
kept.
that was the same beat.
Jim Jones got foot of block and then got the beat, and then the next day had some good ass shots on the nigga, son. Which I think OVO paid for.
Man, whoever paid for
How
it,
did he
you know
get
what I
the
mean?
beat though?
That's what Chestnut
what I'm saying.
Checkers, bro.
I mean, you can.
And this is why he didn't even want to continue. It's like,
That's
damn.
why Push was like, yeah, all right.
So it's a mole and fucking.
The good music camp. Oh man, but yo, the last place we left off right before we got 7 Minute Drill. The next day after we finished recording, we had an EP, Might Delete Later, which was dropped by J. Cole, and then he dropped 7 Minute Drill.
That's crazy. It's been a minute, you know what I mean? And so much happened since then.
I don't know when's the last time you guys listened to 7 Minute Drill, but I actually listened to it today. And I think if we talking in the art of competition and in the art of sparring, I thought it was a really good track. It wasn't no tea. We've kind of realized this is the new term for gossip. It wasn't no tea. It was just bars about each other's careers. It's exactly how you like your battles.
Yeah, but I don't think I've listened to J. Cole since he made that apology.
So you guys haven't listened to 7 Minute Drill?
I haven't listened to that
as
song.
the only person that's actually listened to it recently since, like I said, I do believe it was a good song. It got what it was supposed to do.
You think it was good?
I did think it was good. It's just a bit ironic, him saying somebody should put him to sleep. He's not the person to be saying, but he said exactly what you were saying. Like nobody was calling him one of the GOATs until he was doing.
I
all
think
the
it was a
features.
lot of cheesy lines in that song. I don't think it was. I think 7 Minute Drill to me, you see that mixtape to me, proved that J. Cole could hang with them dudes. And then when I heard that 7 Minute Drill, he showed me why he's not those dudes.
Explain.
Okay, it's like J. Cole could rap. He could rap his ass off, but when it comes to actually connecting to like a whole, like to the crowd. You understand me? He kind of loses people. This is why people came with the Nat King Cole shit. Like he put people to sleep and shit. And that's something about J. Cole. If you're just saying lyrically, yeah, he could rap. But something about J. Cole is just, and he proved it. On that 7-minute drill, it was cool. But then he was saying a lot of cheesy lines to Kendrick, like, I will humble you. That don't sound aggressive. I will humble you. You know what I mean? It's cheesy shit like that will make you say, like, okay, he could rap. But he don't belong with those dudes right there.
Yeah,
he's a dude in school that could rap, but he's not popular. But niggas fuck with him.
Yeah.
You understand me? And it's like, all right, when he actually tried to get down with the popular dudes, you see why he's not one of the popular dudes. And that's what that was.
So you was going to have...
Nah, I agree with that. Like, even like my favorite J. Cole album is KOD. And that's even crazy. Records on there, it's like what's the shit they used to play for the NBA Finals?
ATM. Count it up.
I think that was it. But even a record like that, it had like, yeah, it's good, but it was just something about it that just did not connect. You know what I mean?
I love that.
It was, and there was other one too. I think it was Elevate.
It's Elevate, and it's like one of those. It got two songs that kind of sound like the same, like Counting Up and Elevate.
I think it was Elevate.
Those two songs, if you like you were saying, if Drake
that was on 2K,
Elevate or Kendrick did those songs, you'll see the difference.
Yeah.
But I thought ATM was the one where he was trying to prove like I can put a little bounce into something.
But it sounded like a lesson.
It was the lyrics were the verses were the thing.
And it sounded like he wasn't comfortable.
The hook is something you could play in the club. You could wave a champagne. Count it up.
Yeah.
But when you listen to him saying "counting up," it don't sound convincing.
Because that's not him.
Yeah, that's not you.
Like you just showing me that you could make
that.
Like
if you felt like it. All right then. So how did you guys feel? What was your reaction to the apology?
At the time, it was just all jokes to me. It was just funny to me at the time. You know, oh, he's light skinned and he's apologizing. I didn't know that this was coming. I didn't know that he knew something that we did not know. And I actually now say, you know what? Go back in the house, J. Cole. They about to start shooting. Like, I did not know that this was coming. So at the time, it was funny to me. It was like, oh, you know, it was entertainment for me. But then, like, I was, oh, okay, I see why he did that.
What about you?
Sad day for hip hop. Sad day for me as a fan, because now how could I listen to your music? I mean, that's what made J. Cole so interesting to people the last few years, him trying to come for the crown.
Yeah.
So now how could we listen to that?
How do we
take it and it be convincing to me now?
Now
you took another now you see what we just now said. Some of the shit you say wasn't convincing.
Yeah.
Now you just gave us another lane of
not convincing.
Like bro, what are you doing? So now what you gotta come rap about? The flowers, the Lotus bomb, some shit like that.
Yeah, because I'm thinking because the retirement thing was we had discussed. We thought the retirement thing was a little bit of what more can he say? He has nothing. We thought he might have just been running out of things to actually talk about. So I did believe the battle might have been able to give him a bit more new life. Yes, you get what I'm saying? And like I said, I thought 7-minute drill was exactly what it was supposed to be, and it's exactly how I thought Kendrick started with both of them. Because if you listen to Euphoria did have a few couple shots thrown at Cole. Just like First Person Shooter wasn't directly. People was like, yo, it's not fair because Drake has to take on the whole industry when Kendrick. But Kendrick actually picked the fight with two people. It's not his fault that one of them bowed out. He picked the fight with both of them. He wanted smoke with both of them, and I thought like this was J. Cole's chance to actually like get the shit off like he said, and that apology. Like I said, I think it would have stayed in that realm because it seemed like that's what Kendrick's intentions were to actually stay in that realm of just competition and sparring. You get what I'm saying? Before he got dragged down to hell and said, "Well, fuck it, I'm a demon too." You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I do believe like that. I do believe like it could have stayed right there between them, and they could have went back and forth with a few records.
I don't think that would have been interesting if
it might not have been interesting. Like, but if like he said, if Cole wanted that crown as like he was fighting for that. I am the best out of these three crowns. It has to take, once the nigga call you out, it has to take form in some shape or fashion.
The crazy thing about it, we could have got Drake and Kendrick if Drake and Kendrick just wanted to go at it on their own, right? I think Cole introduced this shit. Because
on the First Person Shooter.
Yes, because Drake was you could never find a time when Drake ever thought of himself being part of a big three with them niggas. Drake do not look at himself as a part of that big three, my nigga. It was J. Cole who said that shit. Drake didn't even want it on his song. But as a respect to J. Cole, you ain't gonna tell a nigga like, oh, bro, take that ball off. You understand me?
After that, we didn't have push-ups. All right, push-ups. So let's start off with you. What you think about push-ups, man?
I think the ghostwriters went crazy on that shit, man. I think the ghostwriters went crazy. That size 7 shit had me dying, bro.
The shoebox.
The what?
Yeah.
The size 7. The size
The
7.
push-
How you big stepping with a
Yeah,
size 7?
men's on.
I think push-ups is a good respond to like that. That's the
I thought
only
it was
way
a good response to We Don't Trust You. To the album.
to the whole everything.
I thought it
Everything that was going on
Yeah.
that whole week with Ross, everybody following him, this, down, the third. I think it was a good follow-up, and I mean it was like, all right, but it had enough. He focused enough on Kendrick to let you know what I mean.
For that verse, yeah.
To let Kendrick know it's up between us.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
But he went into splits. Drake is the last nigga that need to be talking about
That
a fucking
was the issue
contract.
I had with that. That
like,
is an
what are
issue.
you talking? Like,
Because
literally,
push up Ben, I think that was the highlight of the Exodus track. The
okay,
highlight of the Exodus track is you
Signed
paying
to a
on
nigga
one
that
level
signed
to
to
another
another
nigga
nigga.
that signed to 2 niggas. You get what I'm saying? So that
was talking about Drake.
that was talking about Drake.
I think I was talking about Wayne.
No, I think that one was talking about, that was the first shot he had about Drake. You get what I'm saying? But when he was like, you signed to
Yeah,
one
but
nigga.
okay, but Drake been got out that contract.
About Wayne.
Was he
Yeah.
talking about Wayne?
I think he
I
was.
think he's talking about Wayne on
Yeah,
that.
he was because Wayne came back with that.
Yeah.
So no, I think the song was about both of them. I think the song was about both of them, but I thought the sign to one nigga
Nah,
that signed
that's
to...
that
Oh,
was,
I think
okay.
that's for Wayne.
That's
Okay,
for Wayne, bro. That whole song was for Wayne, right?
Oh, okay.
Drake just got.
Fuck Pusha T and anybody who
Yeah,
love him.
I mean
And
that
then
was for
proceeded
Wayne.
to spit hot
But
garbage.
that's bullshit. Let me show you why. Because
We talking about the back and back
no,
with Drake.
I just need people to understand. Drake was never really signed to Young Money, Cash Money. Drake was always property of Universal.
No,
right?
yeah, Cash Money.
I'm gonna you see you
my
not
fault.
letting me
My bad.
explain it,
Right. Go ahead.
Universal always had their hand on Drake. What happened was Drake, Lil Wayne and them needed a finder's fee, right? So they did that deal with Cash Money, and it gave Drake, it helped them because
Would it give him street credibility?
Young
Well,
Money,
not Cash Money,
okay,
but it gave Young Money a push.
Young Money and Cash Money was they used them to create this kid because they didn't know what to do with this little Degrassi kid. They
That
did.
sing and rap.
Yeah,
at the
that
same
sings
time.
and rap.
Yeah.
They knew what to do with him, so they put him there. Okay, he had the 5-album deal. You notice Drake was the first artist that ever was signed to that label and came out without complaining. He never had a problem dropping his projects. Lil Wayne went through problems dropping his projects.
Went through
Currency.
Everybody,
'Cause Currency
Drake
was honestly
dropped
the first Young
music,
Money artist.
and by Scorpion album,
Yeah.
he was out. It was a
thought it
double
was If
album.
You're Reading This, It's
no,
Too Late.
Scorpion album was the last album that ever had Cash Money or anything in any involvement. This is why he started putting out like the Dark Lanes. He finally put back out So Far Gone. You understand me? Because it was his shit now. You understand me? On his label, he put out the Care Package and all these other
Miscellaneous,
for the OVO label. You understand
Yeah.
me? To give that shit a boost and shit. He signed a new contract with Universal. You understand me? So he had to make that money back. And this is why he been putting out these projects and shit. But to say that Drake wasn't a bad deal, he been out that bad, whatever deal y'all thought was bad, since 2018, so he could have talked that way. Kendrick just got out his shit with Top Dog and them niggas like 2 years ago. So this is why he mentioned this shit. When people was like, why he's mentioning the contract shit.
But the pop shit though, that's also one of those thing with Drake when he was like, when Top tell you gotta make a thing, you gotta make one for the
That was true,
Swifties.
though.
No, but I mean he
That's
should also
true.
be, but he's also throwing stones on a glass.
But that's
throwing
true.
stones
Let's
on a glass
be
house.
serious. Let's be serious. No. What you mean? Why you say that?
He's fucking
Drake-
Drake.
Drake
Drake.
has made
Do I
pop
have
records,
to? Like, Drake
house
makes pop
music.
records all the time.
Yeah, but that's Drake.
He made a fucking
But how
house
many?
album.
How many urban artists Drake helped out?
What?
But I mean, no, we're saying no. You can't say like, oh, you can't knock a nigga for making pop records when you do it.
No,
yourself.
he's not saying that he just make pop records. He's saying he's forced to make these records. He can't do features with. How many times you hear Kendrick feature on a rap nigga album, bro?
Not a lot.
Exactly.
I mean,
But-
he does a lot of West Coast.
But he features more on Maroon 5 albums and Taylor Swift albums than rap niggas albums.
he talking about he was on YG joint.
He was on Big Sean.
So this is when he was first came in the game. Once he blew up, he wasn't on these niggas album
But
no
I
more.
still don't
man.
think Drake is the person to say that because Drake literally makes music for other genres so he could get money.
No, not just because he could make money, just because he's that talented, my nigga.
That house music was
You
garbage.
think Hotline Bling? He made Hotline Bling because he's just that talented?
Honestly, never mind.
So somebody told him to make Hotline Bling.
No, I'm saying though, it's a thing of like, yo, it sells records.
Did
It
you know
sells
how?
records.
Let me
It
show you.
moves records.
Hotline Bling came out and didn't even pick up until like 2-3 months later. He put Hotline Bling right hand and charged up the same day. Charged Up was getting the more because it was like the Meek Mill. And then 4 days later, he came out with Back to Back. Nobody was talking about fucking that other song, my nigga.
Hotline Bling.
Hotline Bling until like 2 months, like a few months later.
he still did it, though.
Picked up late. So I'm
We're
trying
not
to show you,
talking-
it was a throwaway song at first.
Because he stole a melody.
Now he stole something. Now, niggas
No,
just
he didn't.
was
No,
finding
no,
mad
no, 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 no,
excuses
no,
and shit.
But just the
Just
drums.
like,
No,
that
no.
shit
I'm
didn't-
not saying.
I listen to that drum shit. It don't sound the same to me.
The entire earth is tripping here.
I'm trying to hear it, and I
The
still ain't hear it
entire
today.
earth is
I
tripping.
still ain't hear it. It's just some.
I
It
love
sound-
the
it sounded
cha-cha.
the same to me.
I
It kinda-
love when
it-
the Hotline Bling.
Okay, and what's John shit?
I like the cha-cha.
I like the cha cha, and he said I like when the hotline.
And it's the same.
The
melody on
cha-cha
same
shit
beat.
was more-
That's why they beat Boy ass, because Boy wanted to press him over it.
Yeah,
That's
man.
why
They beat drum ass.
Yeah.
Oh,
When he
yeah,
was
nigga.
when he said no, when he tried to think Boy tried to bring the drums
It sound good,
He ain't
man.
know. He ain't know how we stopped.
What
Yeah.
we was on? What we was on?
Okay, boom. So we was talking about push-ups.
Push-ups, right?
Okay.
So push-up was like the right introduction track, I think. You understand me? It was cool. Then he dropped what, Taylor Made?
No, but I mean, but as far, I just want to get like, a rating for like how we just overall felt on push-ups.
Out
And
of
that's
what?
fine.
A rating
No,
on-
I mean not on anything.
It was a
but
good
just
diss
like,
track.
Just a,
was
like
good.
as a fire
It
diss
was a
track.
good diss track.
I do believe it's a fire. It was one of the.
fire.
Okay,
It was clever.
It was very clever.
You know what I mean?
All right then, and champagne moments.
We're not talking about that, man. Come
Please.
on, we're not
If we
doing
talk
that.
about
So we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Okay.
We stick to the script, bro.
Oh, no,
Let me say this,
I'm
though.
going to stick to the script.
Let me
And
say
I'm going
this,
to tell
though.
him, wait, I'm going to tell you why. Because we actually discussed it for a little bit. I do believe he kind of gave Kendrick a little bit of a blueprint with that, because it stopped us from talking about push-ups for that day. It didn't stop, but push-ups is such a good song, it seeped right back through.
Yeah.
It seeped through the noise. But for that day when we were supposed to be talking about push-ups and what we were going to get, how the battle is going to continue now between Kendrick and Drake, we ended up talking about champagne moments, and just we finally figured out what his problem was and what his issue is with Drake. So that's why
Did
I
we?
thought it was a little bit of
Did we?
I mean, Drake sat there and
Did-
addressed
did
it
we
after.
fi- did we find
He
out?
said it was the cease and desist.
That's bullshit. That's not why they had beef. But you know what I mean, if you want to believe Rick Ross, you know what I mean, one of the top 3 liars in hip hop history, go ahead.
Yeah.
That's why. That's why I want to go off cue. This is why the Game and the Rick Ross beef is so interesting, because it's like two of the top liars in history of rap.
That's why I thought I did. No, I thought that immediately.
So when Champagne Moments dropped and he said what he was saying on there about him being a white boy and all that stuff, I honestly thought, and I mean this, I so mean this, I honestly thought that him and Drake was in cahoots.
What I said
And-
last episode.
He dropped that to say, I'm gonna say this about you, so whatever he say, don't even fucking matter, because I already said it. Like that's what but I'm just a conspiracy
That's
theorist
exactly
warhead.
what I.
You know
Well,
what I mean?
me and that's the we
Y'all
discussed
felt like
that.
that?
I
he
felt.
probably
I
thought
thought.
like
I know. I was telling him he thought I was losing my fucking mind.
Nah, I
which you
thought
were
that,
absolutely
bro.
right. But at first I was like, yo, what if this is one big promotional?
Nah,
rollout?
ain't no promotion
And he was
and
like,
shit.
nah. Drake. He was like, Drake. Yeah.
Not that it was a rollout. Like it was like if me and Pre getting into it, and you my man, and then you was like, yo, Sparrow, I'm gonna say this about you, so it kind of takes the wind out of what he gonna say about you. And we gonna get back cool, whatever. Niggas, you know how niggas now like, oh, niggas gonna talk about it for a week and then and I really thought like, yo, this nigga Ross fucked up, because when Euphoria did drop, it was basically the shit that Ross was saying on Champagne Moments.
Just rapped better.
Yeah, just done better.
Because what happened
obviously.
was Ross didn't really say nothing in his raps Ross really talked his.
It was a talk. It was a shit talking at the end.
Yeah,
So that's
It
why I
was
thought
a
they
shit
was in
talking.
cahoots. I was like, yo, Drake his man, because I could not believe that Rick Ross would have a problem with Drake, because it was, no matter how I may feel about Drake, the nigga literally handed Rick Ross every Billboard fucking entry he has ever had on the 200 charts, not the hip hop charts, the 200 charts. So when they got into it, I was like, yo, this can't be real.
Hey, I didn't know it was going to be real until Push-Ups. When Push-Ups came, when he was like, "Yo, I think ain't this nigga 50?" You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yo, and that's when I was like,
the actual demo shit was even worse because he called out Puffy.
The Puff shit.
Who called
He
out
was
Puffy?
like,
Drake.
don't make me have to mention you and Diddy. When he was like,
Setting 50. Get you in and worry about you and
that nigga
Diddy.
And he cut that line. You know what I'm saying? I think
What's going on with Ross and Diddy?
No, he was like, that's your homie, and your homie, you see the thing that the meme where he was like, they just caught your man, they just caught your man on the pedophile.
But then he called himself, and he took that off.
Diddy, don't think that you out the clear, nigga. We back on that ass soon. Just understand that.
Man. No
Diddy.
Diddy.
All right, so now let's get into Taylor Made. First and foremost, before we even get about the bars, how do you guys feel about the AI being used?
I think the Taylor Made was genius. It was creative. You understand me? It's like it was hip hop, but because Drake did it, you understand me? People find the issue with it. Found a problem with it. Kendrick and them went and complained, got it taken down. Yes, that's what happened.
Because you was sending me a white boy face.
Tom Wiley works with Kendrick. Go look it up. You understand me? And Tom Wiley runs Tupac Estates. You understand me? So at the end of the day, they went to complain. Tom Wiley made the little statement.
Because Snoop was with it.
You know what I mean?
Snoop
exactly.
liked it.
Snoop didn't even complain.
Snoop liked
that was Snoop's best verse in the last 20 years. You know what I mean? He gave Snoop his best verse in the last 20 years, bro. Think about it. He gave Snoop his best verse you heard from Snoop in the last 20 years, bro. Snoop couldn't even write that for himself.
Man,
You understand me? It was clever, though.
How do you feel about AI?
I thought it was very creative. I thought it was a creative way to use AI. Everybody's been using it. He brought it into the war.
Including Kendrick.
Yeah.
Because Kendrick used the deep fake on the Part 5 video.
So I think that was just creative. Like, even if he heard the Part 5 and took it, said, I'm gonna do this with it. I thought it was creative. I didn't necessarily like the lyrics
angle
on it. I just liked the angle he took with using AI.
I did like his last verse. I thought like the last verse when he was specifically
when
talking
he
to
started
Kendrick.
talking?
I thought the Tupac and the Snoop, those verses was a bunch of filler. It was a bunch of filler. But he didn't need to do anything because he did push-ups. You get what I'm saying? So he didn't really need to do anything. What he was trying to do was he was trying to show like he was just like that week that had passed and we was all fiending, waiting for Kendrick. He was just playing on that. You get what I'm saying? Like, where you mad at? Where you man at? You get what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's what it was. It was that. But like specifically, if you're getting into the rap, I thought the last verse was dope. I thought the last verse talking to Kendrick was absolutely dope. Like in hindsight, shit look crazy now, but from what he thought he was just going to drop you little sublims, and you thought he was going to fall back. Nah, nigga, come get this ass whooping. That's how he was dealing with it, and that was what that last verse was. So I'm just looking at it from how I felt about it at that time, and me like, yo, I want to see a battle. I'm thinking the same thing. Drake's thinking like, boy might not respond until like he have an album or something. Like I didn't think he was never going to respond. But I'm thinking he's not going to say anything till his single time, till his album time, and then you understand what I'm saying? And Drake was like, nah, I want this smoke right here, right now. Yeah. You ain't got no time to think about it. I'm on your ass.
But that's exactly what he did, though.
Who?
Kendrick.
But, I mean,
he responded when it was album time. Because Euphoria is a single, and Not Like Us is a single. So he planned his album around Drake.
Well, until he announces the album, I don't know. Until the album's announced.
Album's coming out.
Has it been announced?
And these are the singles for the album.
Has it been announced?
No, it's coming soon.
Until it's announced.
They don't announce.
All right, then. So here's where the fuck up may have happened, because he was telling this man, yo, I know you in that New York apartment struggling, and apparently he wasn't.
That old Brooklyn apartment.
Yeah, apparently that man was not struggling. Apparently that man was biding his time. He wasn't rushing his process, and then that man came out and he dropped Euphoria.
Yeah, okay, Euphoria is mediocre to me.
Okay. How do you feel about Euphoria?
I loved it. It was beautiful. It was Pulitzer Prize winning.
Pulitzer Prize. Me personally, I love Euphoria. I didn't think Euphoria was as good as Push-Ups. I thought Euphoria was fire though. I think Euphoria had, especially now that we look at, like in hindsight now, like I said, he dropped a lot of warnings like, yo, I'm here to spar with you, bro. I'm here to talk about this rap shit. Let's not go where you may have intentions of going, or where I'm hearing you might be going, because I'm hearing you trying to dig up dirt. Let's keep this above board here. You get what I'm saying? And when they was keeping it above board, I found it hilarious. I thought it was a good song. You get what I'm saying? I thought Bar for Bar was.
So
I thought it was good. I just didn't think it was as good as Push-Ups.
So if you have to judge it, Push-Ups versus Euphoria, which gets the win?
I go with Push-Ups.
Okay, I go with Push-Ups too. So
I go with Push-Ups because I thought Push-Ups had less. I thought Push-Ups had less. I had
okay.
way less filler bars.
We're judging it, right? So
Yeah.
that's one. That's one.
One round. Oh, so we doing round?
That's a round, right?
Okay, round for round. I thought Push-Ups won that.
No, because I want to come back to this at the end because you said you think Kendrick won. So let's go. You say you think Drake won that round.
I think Drake
won
won
that round.
So
we go to the tailor-made.
And like I said, my situation is the reason why I think Push-Ups was better because Push-Ups had no filler. There was no filler in Push-Ups at all. I do believe there's some part, like Euphoria is such a long song. Of course, it's going to have a couple of filler bars here and there. I thought Push-Ups was you get a shot, you get a shot, you get a shot, everybody getting a shot, and then I ain't forget about you, Pipsqueak. Come back, you going to get some more.
So then,
you know what I'm saying?
After that, we go with 616 versus tailor-made.
616. I thought 616 got it.
616.
616. I think that got it because when I heard Euphoria, I went to the field on Kendrick Damn album. If you know that song and shit, I think it's Fear. Actually, I said Fear.
Yeah.
And
when I beat your ass.
Yeah, when you talking about 17, 20, and I'm like, yo, that's what I want from Kendrick. I was telling my homeboys, I'm like, yo, if Kendrick come out rapping like this, then Drake has a problem. So when I heard 616, and remember 616, the first half of the song, he set Drake up. He wasn't even worried about Drake. You understand me? Then he went into Drake.
Yeah,
you understand me? I loved it. You understand me? Because real quick, because it felt like a lot of people don't even understand what this was. It's like Menace to Society drive-by. You understand me? Remember when fucking Old Dog, Kane, and fucking Wax was in the car about to go revenge his cousin?
They smoked your cousin in front of you, nigga.
They playing the old school Al Green and shit.
Yeah.
That's how that felt to me. So I love that song. I think I said Tailor Made was great. It was if I'm judging it, I'll give 616 over Tailor Made.
Oh, okay. Shit, we didn't even ask you how you felt. Like, because if he's asking me like this, what's your opinion on Euphoria versus Push-Ups?
I think he think Euphoria won.
Looking back at it, I think Euphoria was the perfect mousetrap. I think that it's. I think Nas did that before too with that freestyle on the
Stillmatic shit.
Yeah, it's like it's like a mousetrap. Like come on, come inside, and then and I think that's what Euphoria was because I would go with Push-Ups over Euphoria because of it was straight headshots where Kendrick was dancing around in Euphoria, but it wasn't to me. It wasn't but that would be me making an excuse for the nigga that I'm vouching for, right? But if I had to just choose, I would go with Push-Ups.
Push-Ups. Like I said, Euphoria still has bars that I just got today on my way here. When he was like, "I say shit that electrify him, you say shit to pacify him." That was him telling him, "Relax."
And another thing about
it could go there.
Another thing about Euphoria that pissed me off because remember I kind of mentioned the shit, the Pusha shit. It's like. This is a style that I love from Kendrick when I listen to his albums. And then when I brag about these songs on his albums like that, people fucking told me it's trash.
Yeah.
But now these people love this type of uptown. I'm like,
I thought,
it's amazing. You too. You one of them niggas.
No.
You don't like Kendrick when you rap like that.
I love Damn. He
don't rap like that on Damn.
He
has no song on Damn where he raps like Euphoria.
Euphoria?
On Mr. Morale, that's when he rapping like you on that shit with like N695, Worldwide Steppers, songs like that. He's rapping like Euphoria. That's more Mr. Morale style. He don't rap none. Found one song on Damn way.
So also the thing, but I mean the situation as far as like what you call it with Fair, that doesn't a bit sound.
No,
like,
when I say Fair, it's more like 616.
616. No, but I'm saying though it also
slow down Kendrick.
Isn't it like doesn't the beat switch on a little bit on thing?
But he don't get to his Eminem. Euphoria is Eminem Kendrick.
Eminem Kendrick.
Yes, when he rapped like Eminem, bro. Like he did a song with Eminem, and they both rapping the same way.
Euphoria has 3 different beats on it.
I'm talking about when he start rapping, not that little slow bit.
Not the slow part or not the end part. We don't say nigga no more.
Yeah.
Which
That's the shit people hate from him. So it's like it's crazy that all of a sudden y'all love him.
I love it. I thought like I said, the bars on it, I do enjoy. Like he said, like I said, he tried to keep it above board, and he never once. I don't feel like he was ever calling Drake whack, but he was like, yo, bro. You not that like I like you I like your music when you going for melodies and all that type of shit, all that tough guy shit.
Calm it down.
Fucking annoying.
You're
bro.
not from that.
Yeah, exactly. And
I'm really from that.
Exactly, and that's what I
But I always told people. I always told people that, right?
And the nigga never said you was wrong or you was bugging. He was like. He's like, this shit is cringeworthy, and maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm the only person that has a problem.
Me, I guess.
Exactly.
Between Kendrick, J. Cole, and Drake, Kendrick has more street cred than all of them. And he hardly tries to.
And he sways away from it probably than
because he came up.
That's one thing I always say. I say, well, real street niggas, they try to get away from that.
That's Kane / Trey, Boys in the Hood. You understand me? He's Kane / Trey and shit. You understand me?
A fact. All right, bro. So right at this point, we have it tied. So so we thought about 616. But how did you feel that morning when he dropped again? Like, what was your first thoughts? Did you expect him to drop again, or did you think like he was just gonna wait for Drake because he?
No, that was beautiful. It was beautiful. It's like, yo, I'm outside now. Was good because now let me go back. Let's go back to Taylor Made. I think what disappointed me from Drake, this whole battle, I was expecting Drake to be prepared, and I think he underestimated the kid, right? So on fucking Taylor Made, when you said nah, not this time, you following through.
Yeah,
I'm thinking you got 3-4
got
songs recorded already. Ready? You understand me?
Yeah.
And then it's like this nigga came and he dropped. So it's like, oh shit, no, he's ready.
Yeah.
Where you at, my nigga? Where you at?
I think to add to the point, I think Drake got spoiled with the Meek Mill shit.
Yeah.
I think like he has in his head that I could tease that I got some shit ready for you, and you already know. You already seen what I did with Meek.
Yeah.
But he ain't really have it. Like, you know what I mean? So
This nigga can't write us quick.
His writers can't write as quick. So
no, I'm talking. No, he's trying to. I mean, Drake
about
saying
Kendrick.
About
he
Kendrick.
He
can't write as quick because Kendrick don't put out music as a clip
Which
from
I
him.
thought
So
everybody
he's
thought that.
underestimating his, you know what I mean, his pen.
I thought we all
That's why he
that.
said you better be in that Brooklyn apartment thinking about some
quintuplet entendre.
Because he's like, yo, what's good? He's not
understand.
thinking his boy pen, right? But Kendrick is a writer. You understand me? People get confused. People probably think Kendrick don't write. He probably just don't put these songs out or just record it because he's one of those type of artists and shit. You know what I mean? Like I was like that when I used to do music. There's a lot of shit in my fucking computer. Like, oh shit.
That didn't match the
album. I felt
Yeah.
comfortable doing this shit in my house because now there's nobody around. So now I could sing. But then my friends ain't used to hear me sing, party all the time.
Yeah.
You understand me? Shit like that. I done tried all types of genre music and shit. But the people that fell in love with me, they know pre for rapping.
Yeah.
I'm not comfortable putting that shit out. You understand me? So you're not gonna do it.
Type shit. Okay,
I
I got you.
So Kendrick probably got 1 million fucking.
The records is
But he just don't. You know what I mean?
So all right, then. So obviously the next song is Family Matters, and before we judge Family Matters, I think time is a thing. Where
Family Matters actually the best song in the whole battle. But let's go.
No, all right, but before we even get into how we feel about the songs, time is obviously like it's a thing in this battle.
Yeah.
Time is definitely a thing.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the timing of Family Matters? Because it was a week later. I mean, not even a week. Because
it was a few days.
It was a few days.
It's a few days, but it wasn't no. I think at a point of time. I ain't gonna lie. Once we got push-ups, and then once Taylor Made came out, Taylor Made whatever that shit is, and then fucking Kendrick dropped, it was no doubt that Drake was gonna respond. So the timing shit was really out the window. It's the reason
y'all
why
didn't care
people got
at
like
that
he
point.
said it earlier with the Meek shit. Drake spoiled the people with that bullshit timing shit. I waited 4 days shit. So he put a clock on timing, on battle rap. That shit was never there.
It was
so
never
we
there
automatically would have waited for fucking, because everybody was like, yo, son, even if when Kendrick was taking his time, it was like whether or not he take next month or 2 months, once he dropped, we gonna still pay attention to regardless, bro.
That's what I was saying, but I had to fight niggas. I'm
Know
like,
what I mean?
yo, I really don't care about when Kendrick is dropping. I just
How
know.
old were they? How old is this he was arguing with?
There's people my age. There's people younger. Yeah, there's people my age. Like you said, but I think it was really just Drake, because Drake is our age. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it really is just the Drake. But it really is just the
But he
Drake
put
effect after back to back.
He put a
people
time
like
clock-
when he
yeah,
put a time limit on me. He then went back and put a time, because people was counting down from since like that. People, and then then after 7 Minute Drill, people was like, still no Drake. And he's like, yo, he's like, and aren't you the one that said I gave Meek a week?
Yeah.
They put a clock on Drake, so that's even to be fair. So that's why I'm asking, like, all right, well, Drake then put his own personal clock on Kendrick. Yeah. And Kendrick in kind responded. Yeah. And where's you on your own clock? That's why I asked.
Where are you on your own clock?
Yeah, and so the clock thing doesn't matter to me personally. Yeah. I'm just wanting to know, is it a thing to
Nah, but I think we got it.
I don't personally care about the clock. It's
wrong,
quality to
it
me.
wasn't that long.
Yeah.
Euphoria dropped, and then Kendrick dropped like 3 days after. Right?
Yeah.
616.
616, and Drake dropped that same night.
Family Matters. Yeah. Family Matters.
Kendrick stepped on it with Meet the Grams.
All right.
So that's what happened.
So now we get into Family Matters. How do you guys feel about Family Matters? And let's include the visualizer too, because the visualizer is very, very important.
That was the nuke.
That was the red button.
That was the red button. But what happened was,
no, don't tell me about what. Let's stick to the song first. Why did you like the nuke? Because you said it's the best song.
It's the
like,
fucking.
Break it down. Break down.
I don't have to break down why I like the song. The song is amazing, bro. He really like. His problem was, you asked me why I like the song. I'm gonna tell you what's my problem with the song. My problem with the song is he focused on the crowd again, on the field. You did that on push-ups. You didn't need to focus on the field again. You didn't need to focus on the field again. You need to just focus on
another album.
No, you just needed to focus on fucking Kendrick, my nigga. So you see when you did that little first half, you know what I mean? Drop. Okay, that was a continuation to push-ups. Okay, if you want to throw a little shot to them niggas and that shit, throw it. Once that beat switched and went to the drill beat, everything's supposed to be straight Kendrick.
And then the whole drill beat was about everybody else.
I'm telling you what
I know. I'm not correcting. I'm not correcting. I'm not even correcting. I'm not correcting.
I know where he
but
went.
I'm just saying. I'm agreeing. Yeah.
I know where he went. He wasn't supposed to go there. He's supposed to just strictly focus on Kendrick on that drill, on the drill side, right? Focus on Kendrick. Then, on the fucking last part, you bodied him with that shit. You said what you said. It's over. You understand me? He didn't need to do all of that extra shit, bro. He fucked it up.
What was that? What was all of that extra shit?
The extra shit is
talk about them niggas.
Remember the second half?
Okay.
We didn't need to talk about. We didn't need to hear about EXO and them niggas again. I didn't care about you responding to ASAP Rocky. We didn't care about that.
The EXO shit was hard. It was dope. He was like, your songs only get played in the bars.
You didn't need that.
That wasn't fire.
It's like, okay, bong. You know how I look at this battle? This is LeBron versus 2017 Warriors. Right? LeBron, he didn't have no team. It's Kevin Durant and KD, Steph, and all them niggas. So it was Thompson, so it was like one man versus a whole army. This is what it was. No matter what, Drake wasn't coming out of this shit with a victory.
That's a great analogy.
Did you think? All right. So when you first heard it, because we barely had enough time. We barely had enough time to fucking digest it. But when you first I gotta stop saying that. But when you listen to that part, right? I mean, when you listen to it right then and there, right? You didn't think it was. Did you think immediately right then and there was a mistake, or is this a hindsight thing? Like,
what's that? What was the mistake?
No,
it was hard.
Yeah, but did you think at that time, like, damn, he might have fucked up there? You did? I didn't think so.
No, when I was listening to the song, I was underwhelmed.
What,
Family Matters?
Yes.
Because you figured he should have.
Because of that shit, so I'm like, damn, he doing this shit again.
Damn.
I said that shit when I first heard it. I went to sleep and I woke up. I'm like, oh, Drake drop. Let me hear this shit. And I sat in my crib
like.
Shout
out to T. She sent it to us. I'm
like, yo, this nigga rapping about these niggas again, son. Why, son? And by the time I could even digest this shit, boy dropped. Yeah. So then when I go on Twitter, I'm like, oh, Kendrick dropped. I'm like, oh, shit. Then it's like, oh, Drake got the kids. So now everything that's like, you know what I mean? Son?
Okay. So, let me, how did you feel about Family Matters?
You know, if that was the nuke, I thought that's what it was. Like, even, you know, I'm not a Drake fan at all, but even when I heard Family Matters, I was like, yeah, this nigga got it, bro. Because that second part of it, when he was like, let me stop playing and let me really rap, I was like, nah, this nigga got it, bro.
I want to admit to being a tweeter and deleter, as Drake calls it. Because when I first heard it, I definitely went straight to Facebook and said, white boy won.
Really?
I put it on Facebook. I said, white boy won. Yeah,
you caught that?
Yeah. Tweet her and delete her. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to me for that. I definitely said, white
I
boy.
What you
He
think?
had it, bro.
Okay,
I
so
think-
then.
I thought though,
So what we going with? Family Matters versus what now?
Oh
It's
no!
me-
All right, so let me
Hold on,
just
let me finish this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Aside from the digesting the song, the visual was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know it wasn't the same van from the actual album cover, but the idea
And
that
I caught on in the middle of the video.
Yeah.
I caught on in the middle of the video while I was watching it that, oh shit, this shit is going with the lyrics. I caught on in the middle because I thought it was just a visualizer.
Yeah.
Visualizers they loop an animation.
Yeah, I actually thought it was a visualizer at first. I didn't even realize it was an actual video.
Yeah,
From
me too.
him,
Yeah. So, but go ahead. I'm just
and I thought like that was crazy. It was certain parts of the video I didn't understand. Like I didn't understand why he was meeting with the Hell's Angel nigga. Like what the fuck was that about?
No, because he's trying to make it look like one of the mules.
like,
like he's
the Hell's
talk-
Angel niggas was one of
Yeah,
them.
and the nigga got the red flag on Kendrick blood.
Yeah.
But that nigga's like a good man. He's
At this point,
he's
and it's
not
like
even Hell's Angels
at this
anymore
point,
like that.
it
You
was
always
also,
Hell's Angels.
but
I'm
I
sorry.
did, and then thing what you call it? Then he had he went back to the Chinese food restaurant
Yeah,
that Kendrick
that
was
was
talking
fire.
about, Ho King. Then
The rings and shit.
the Tupac ring. You get what I'm saying? And the Pharrell jewelry. How do you guys feel about the Pharrell jewelry? Because he did say he melted it down
Yeah,
at
he
one
said,
point.
"Come get his legacy out of my house."
and then he bought that back. Yeah, then it was like, oh shit, come get the boy legacy out of my house.
What is his beef with Pharrell?
I think
that's-
it was the Pusha thing.
Pusha.
I think this was since Push. I think he didn't want to work with him because of the Push. But he has a recent song with the Neptunes, with the Brent Faiyaz. So I don't know if you want to count that, but this is way after.
But that
Pusha
song
T.
sound like that song. That anytime that Drake and Pharrell linked up, it's always sound like it was forced. It was not them. It was like some label shit that.
Yeah,
shit, you know
okay,
what I mean?
okay.
What records he has with Pharrell?
They had some
Nah,
shit,
I'd say-
lemonade on some lemon drop. Remember they had some shit like a few years ago.
He has that.
It was weak.
And like I said, and the Brent Faiyaz joint. But I like the Brent Faiyaz joint, but it doesn't sound like what the magic we would get if we was to actually hear Pharrell and a Drake
'Cause I think
together.
that was crazy.
Yeah, but it was just Drake on like a early 2000s kind of vibe. Like, okay, we need a rap verse at the end of a fire R&B song that's made by Pharrell. It was like an old formula that Brent brought back around. You get what I'm saying? But I actually did like that song. But all right, then. So my opinion of Family Matters. Unlike what you said, I do. Like I said, the fact that Drake is so concise with his disses with everybody, it doesn't necessarily feel like he stretches himself thin, which actually be, but I'm talking about it like when I'm hearing it, like in the moment of the battle, it never seems like he's spreading himself thin. It sounds like he got to all the points he was supposed to, and then none of these bars are wasted. He had to get back. He had to get back at Rocky. He had to address Metro Boomin. He had to get at He had to get at Ross again. I guess he felt that way, which I didn't think he needed to. I thought champagne moments kind of came and went, but he felt another need to do that. I thought the shots at the weekend was dope, and he left it right there. He sandwiched it. He started.
And then
off
that third part,
yeah, and the third
he
part,
lost his mind.
thought the third part he lost his mind. He went off on boy.
Yeah.
I thought he absolutely lost his mind on that shit. And I think if we're doing it just by a verse, that's my favorite verse.
Now, okay, but then what happened was after Family Matters dropped, 40 minutes later, Kendrick dropped Meet the Gram.
It was 13 actually.
Well, 13 minutes.
Was it 13
It was
minutes?
13.
13 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I was on Kendrick's page when like I
Wow.
refreshed it.
Yo, nah, because like I said, T had sent to that shit, and then I seen thing. The shit popped up in my algorithm like right after because I'm watching a video, and it said it said Kendrick, and I'm like, no way, he has a response this quickly, and I clicked on it. I said, oh shit,
Yeah,
he has
it
a
was a
response this fucking
What you
quickly.
think? What you think about the song?
I thought it was some real disrespectful,
dark.
violent type of shit. And if you ask me, if you put that by itself against against Family
Matters?
I go with Family Matters.
That's what I'm trying to show you.
I kind of go with Family Matters.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
I go with thing. I loved how he started it
Hold
off.
your thought right there. Hold your thought right
No,
there.
but I was just gonna let you know. I loved how he started it off with the thing with the Dear Adonis part. I thought that shit was fire. The Sandra thing, it didn't hold as much to me because Push shit in like 5-6 bars was way more disrespectful because he's actually talking about his mother as to where it seems like Kendrick is trying to tell him like, yo, please get this sex offender off the streets immediately. I liked Push's angle better because he called her a loser. Yeah. And I just felt like that has to hurt more than me talking about you. I just was like, she just never ever could find that man, huh? She's about to go and she just never. And so I like Push's angle about Sandra better. That's what I thought. But I did love the if we just had to talk about like a verse. I did like the the Addison verse. I mean, what's Adonis verse? The verse just to Adonis. I thought that shit was.
I think Meet the Grams was a good song. It was boring after like 2 listens and shit. You know what I mean, I think the best part of the song to me is that you lied. And he kept saying you lied, you lied. I think that shit was just aggressive. It was mean. You understand? I mean, it's cool.
He was lied about having.
I ain't gonna hold you. Meet the Grams is
that was the thing.
Meet the Grams is it's a grimy chant.
That was definitely like a song on Damn.
Yeah, it's dark, right? I fucked with the song. It's creative, but I don't think it's not Family Matters. You understand me? It still come off too preachy to me. It's like, okay, all right, my nigga, we here. The nigga got a daughter. I see where you try to go. It's like a story of Adidon Part 2, 2.0. Okay, my nigga. Then once it came out, this nigga don't have a daughter. It kind of took away the steam from that song for me.
But they still saying that he do.
So he ain't got no daughter.
I don't know. Like
I
said,
have no daughter. Jake has no daughter.
My situation, that's another reason. But you seen how quickly he responded to that part.
Yeah,
is another reason why I didn't think he fed him anything. I'm not the pedophilia part. I get why you don't just jump out and address that. Yeah. I get why but the daughter part when he just was like, can somebody please find my daughter? Yeah. Fuck the daughter shit. Once you made a whole 5-6 minute song about me, this asshole really put the shit I fed him. That's the thing I put in my IG story. Yeah. That's the first thing I put in my IG story. Like, watch this asshole. This asshole really ran with the shit I fed him. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, I thought he waited for Twitter to say, well, I think he had the moles are feeding him that. Yeah. And I think that's where he ran with it, which we're gonna get into a different a little bit a different time.
Meet the Grams is where we was in the dark.
What we scoring it?
You said you like that song better.
I did like
so
that
that's
song better.
2-1 right
2-1.
No,
I think isn't that
isn't that
3-2?
You said you like
no, but that's 3-2.
No, it can't be 3-2 slaps. How? You said push-ups was better than Euphoria. So that's 1.
Okay. Oh, so it is 2-1. I'm sorry, I'm thinking about a song. But yeah, I got Euphoria.
Then you said,
and then we got 616.
I think that's what
you said 616 better than Taylor Made.
Yeah,
right. Yeah. And then I'm saying that Family Matters is better than Meet the Grams. That's 2-1. You said Family Matters better than
2-1.
That's 2-1. You said
you got Drake. I mean, no, you got
Kendrick.
You got Kendrick.
I got push-ups.
So that's 2-2.
No, not push. You got push-ups, and then you said
so I'm 1-1.
No, you said Meet the Grams is better than Family Matters to you.
So what? I'm 1-2.
2-1. You got
2-1.
2-1 for.
But
I
think that's where we get into the dark waters of this beef because this is the fork in the road. That was for me.
I thought Family Matters was the fork in the road. When you saying you beat on your queen, that's where we got here. That's how we got here.
But
that was the fork in the road.
Meet the Grams hasn't been already recorded. He dropped the shit in 13 minutes. So it wasn't like he was responding to Family Matters.
No, I think okay, so this is, and I mean, like I said, this is how I seen it. He warned Boy, don't go there. So I think he did have it recorded just in case Boy went there. I don't think that song ever sees the light of day.
So are you saying that Kendrick got whim of Family Matters beforehand?
It's either the mole thing is true, or he just planted out in his head like this is where Boy can actually go. Yeah, because he warned them. Like I said, if you listen to Euphoria, he warned Boy. Let's keep it cute.
But still warning by warning the nigga saying let's keep it cute doesn't mean you know where he's going. Yeah, and about it, and then 3 days later he dropped 616 with that artwork. The same artwork he used for Meet the Grams. He just expanded it.
He cropped it on 616.
You understand me? Yeah. So that means something.
Like I know, like chill. Yeah, it's him warning Drake.
Somebody was giving information, bro. It had to be somebody was getting.
But that's what the entire 616 is. 616 is me telling you, I have a mold. Please relax.
Exactly.
Let's talk. Let's keep this rappy. Yeah. Let's keep this rappity rap. You get what I'm saying? And of course,
I think that fed information shit is true. The reason why it is true because he took the cover down once on Meet the Grams.
Meet the Grams, sir.
You can't post that stuff.
Yeah, medication is illegal against HIPAA and shit like that. So yeah, that goes down. So what you call it? So
I'm gonna go with Meet the Grams. It was dark. It was creative. It was.
Hold up, that's bullshit. That's a bullshit excuse, right? Let me rewind that. That's that's a bullshit excuse because you could have still used that cover and motherfucking fuzz it out that motherfucking the prescription pills. We already knew what it was because we seen it on the 616 part. Right?
But
we didn't see no medication was on the 616. It was just a shirt and a glove.
Oh yeah, exactly. It was a shirt and a glove, but you could have blurred that shit out because Pusha T.
I don't think he thought
Pusha T album cover was Whitney Houston bathroom.
But it was no
medication. No, it was no
because they blurred out all the motherfucking medication. That's what I'm trying to show you.
Graham,
that's what I'm saying.
He's saying he should have knew that.
Once he blew once you think the what's the name, blur the fucking prescription on the cover, you can have the whole cover and have that part blurred out.
But that came from Apple Music. That's not just us saying that. Like Apple won't let you upload that picture. So it's not like we saying that because we think that's what it came from Apple Music. You can check the community notes. Like that's
but Apple Music didn't tell him that.
They just took it down.
No, he never put it up.
No, he did.
No, he never put it up.
No, you're wrong, Pre. It was there the first night. It was there the first night, bro. Yes, it did. On the Meet the Grams, that cover was there. I promise you that cover was there.
On YouTube?
No, not YouTube.
I'm talking about
not
Apple
YouTube. It was
Music.
on Tidal. I had it on Tidal. It was on Tidal. It was that Meet the Gram, the original Meet the Grams cover that you see on YouTube. It was there. They took it down. That shit is black now. That shit was there, bro. I promise you, it was there. I watched it because I was looking.
I'm telling you, you probably seen it on Tidal.
Okay, well,
on iTunes when it was uploaded because I bought it. On iTunes, it was black from the day it came out.
Oh, okay. Well, for me, when I was streaming it on Tidal,
because remember, as soon as he dropped it, they say you serviced it.
Yeah.
And that's when niggas went. It was like, oh shit, the nigga, that shit is true. That he got fed the blue, you know what I mean?
Did you see that? Somebody had the video today with all the things.
But that shit is a lot of bullshit going on.
Right, so I'm just asking if
we're not gonna go with because Twitter people do a lot of extra
bullshit.
shit.
Yeah,
you know
extra shit.
You know what I mean?
No, he's not lying. He's not bullshitting. He's not bullshitting. All right, then, but like you, but just like to get back to your point, I don't think he took the fork in the road. I think he presented the fork. And
no, I'm talking about the fork in the road for us as analysts, I guess, because it's either you just like Family Matters for what it was, or do you like the angle that Kendrick took. Right.
I think what happened was, I think what Kendrick won the battle, even though Family Matters is the better record, is the fact that Kendrick was able to step on Family Matters. You understand me? And never had to answer to none of these allegations. He never had to answer to his wife, him and his wife's situation, the Dave Free situation, because he never gave that song a time to breathe at all. You understand me? And then once we heard Drake has another kid, you understand me? Whether true or not, you know the people is gonna run with it because it's more believable. So now Drake telling us about what's going on in the life of a secretive nigga. We looking at word. We gonna have to see more proof, even though it might be true. Yeah. But then you telling us like, my nigga, you motherfucking kissed a 17-year-old girl on stage last night. If somebody came out and said, yo, there's another video of Drake kissing her, you probably gonna believe it because he did it already. Yeah. It's not hard to believe from that nigga. So once that kid shit went out there, it's like, okay, it's not hard to believe. Oh shit, so social media went crazy. Oh, he lost the battle. And then he got Pusha T again. And then that's what happened, bro. You know what I mean?
He's quoting me, by the way.
Again, I want to bring back the thing about the timing. Yeah. Before we even get into the record, next day, even you get what I'm saying. While he just stomped out the Family Matters joint, just off of the timing. You know, we're not saying it because of the song wise. Just off of the timing, he then next day drops Not Like Us. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. The Seawalk anthem.
He dropped Not Like Us.
All right, then how do y'all feel about the timing of that? Did you think he planned that out correctly? Did you think it was excellent?
I don't think about. I'm not even going over timing. I'm just looking like a boy on some shit.
Yeah, he Drake.
Boy wants smoke. I'm like, I remember when I first heard that shit. And I'm walking, I stood in front of my crib, I'm like, yo, this nigga Drake made this nigga do what I thought this nigga, when you said, I kept, go back to that line, nah, not this time, you following through. Well, the nigga's following through, my nigga, why you keep making me wait for this, why this nigga's dropping the songs first now?
Yeah.
After a while, it's like, my nigga, when do you go on offense, my nigga? We not waiting for him to drop no more. We not on one of those where we say, oh, okay, we waiting for Kendrick to drop, so Drake not dropping because he want to see where Kendrick going with it. No, we know what's going on. Why you not pushing the button on, my nigga? Yeah. Why you not being the instigator? Why you not doing what you was doing 2 weeks ago and shit? You understand me?
The nigga said at the end of Family Matters, you're dead.
Yeah, he thought it was.
You're dead. In his mind, you're dead. It's done. This is done here. We're fucking.
I honestly believe that Kendrick was dead at the end of Family Matters.
Because I think he thought Euphoria, just like we said, Family Matters is his nuke. He thought Euphoria was his nuke. You understand what I'm saying?
616.
No, he didn't. I didn't think he expected 616. I think 616 just kind of came out of nowhere. Yeah, no. But I think Euphoria was the nuke, and he was writing towards the nuke. But it took a long time, and then between that time of us waiting, 616 dropped. You get what I'm saying? But I think he thought he didn't expect.
Time of us waiting for what? We wasn't waiting for nothing.
We was waiting for Drake. We was waiting for Drake. Remember, people was putting Drake on a clock like how he
Drake wouldn't take long to drop after Euphoria dropped though. What are we doing here?
Family Matters was like a few days after.
Listen to me, bro. Let's go back to the timeline again.
Okay.
Euphoria dropped. 3 days later, Kendrick came back and dropped 616. By that night, Drake dropped Family Matters and Meet the Grams came out.
Okay, and what I'm saying is, I'm just saying, I'm not.
So what clock?
I'm talking about the
3 day clock.
The 3 day clock, because the 616 shit kind of made it look like it was sped up. Kind of sped it up a little bit. You get what I'm saying? But the thing was, Euphoria. He thought Euphoria was going to be his nuke. He never expected 616. But the thing about 616 isn't necessarily even that crazy of a diss towards his legacy. It was just to let you know, I have these things here, and I want to keep this shit above board a little bit.
Let's take it further than that. I think 616 move was to match the back-to-back move. Like, I think, as much as I do, I think Drake is one of the smartest artists that I've ever had in my lifetime. But I think Kendrick Lamar showed him, because niggas don't think. Drake knows that. That's why he was able to do the Meek Mill what he did, because niggas don't think. You had this information, and you ran the flex, nigga. Like, old school shit.
No, he ran to Twitter first.
Oh yeah, you did that first, actually.
Whereas the first thing somebody's supposed to hear is a fucking Meek Mill diss track. Like, hold up, Meek Mill dissing Drake, and at the end of the fucking diss track, you hear reference.
Yeah, you should have fucking did it. You should have made
it.
No, absolutely.
Drake couldn't come back from that.
He couldn't have.
How the fuck you even think
it
was a battle finding out that that nigga got pissed on.
There's no
a nigga literally pissed on. Yo, I tell people all the time, it's crazy that Meek lost this battle when he had the two most poignant points out of this.
Yeah.
What did you get that stuck to Meek from that battle, besides the fact that he was dumb and he got wiped by a boss bitch? You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Nothing. But what we walked out of it was, from the person that won, was he got pissed on by another grown man, and he had ghostwriters.
Yeah,
and it was like,
but Drake knows that niggas don't. That's why I think
he had ghostwriters.
That's why I even think
ghostwriters. He collabed with a nigga.
We heard
named Quentin Miller. The nigga did a reference track. You understand me? Because both of them was working on tracks together, so he did the reference to show him the flow. Both of them was working on a song together. He did the reference to show him the flow of the song, where he's going to go with it. Drake took the song and did what he did with it and made the song what it is.
But he used the verses.
No, he used some of the verse because they came up with these verses together.
I didn't get that part. Because don't knock me out my point. Hold on.
DJ Drama.
He tried to Rick Ross.
DJ Drama confirmed that.
Nah, he was lying too.
I think
he the one that dropped it. He the one that dropped it.
It happened because it was in his studio and they recorded.
Yeah. Let me get this point out.
That's why he started recording the nigga shit.
I think Drake knows that niggas don't think. I think that's why even the story of Adidon was so scathing for him, because Pusha T is malicious. He's a malicious thinker. And,
ain't that his brother?
Huh?
Ain't that his brother? I'm just
that's the good one. And I think I think 616 wasn't, oh, I got this information. I was like, nigga, I'm gonna do to you what you did to others. Because I think Kendrick already had this mapped out. He's gonna do this, so I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do to
You're
him.
not gonna
what
do
he
me
did
like
to
you did,
others.
boy.
Yeah, you're not
basically.
gonna. Yeah, pretty much. You're not gonna do.
And
me like
I'm
you
not
did
that
him.
nigga. That's
Yeah.
how he's looking at it.
I'm stealing that for my show.
Damn,
just so you know. I think that.
Damn,
I think that. So, even
niggas using Meek as
wasn't-
the example of what not to do.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's
He made
damn
himself
Meek.
Mm-hmm.
That shit
I
hurts.
think Meek made himself that way.
Meek.
Yeah, Meek made himself that way.
In that battle, yo, he had
Just
all
period.
bro. Like, you got the reference tracks. You know this information about him.
Yeah.
About Diddy. It's like, what do you like?
Diddy
you have this
smacked them.
information.
Yeah.
They got pissed on.
How do I present this? Where like this nigga went to
I don't think
got
he
on the
expected
Undertaker beat.
I don't think
You
the
already lost with
nigga.
that
I don't
shit.
think he. I don't think he expected the boy to just jump out and make a song. I thought he expected
Yeah.
like we're gonna Twitter
I
finger
think he
this
wasn't.
thing out.
I think he wasn't paying attention to Drake at that time, right? At that time, if people was paying attention to Drake, Drake was a big battle rap fan at them times. It's like if you was watching,
He was at URL
if
and
you
shit.
watching URL battles around them times, you'll just see Drake randomly on the stage. You know what I mean? Like, what the
Another
fuck
boy
is this
trying
clown?
to fit in.
Fucking this, thing.
White boy.
Even if what you want to do, even if you want to say they was doing battles over there in Canada too. So that's
Yeah.
his town. You know what I mean? That other white dude that got stabbed, that was his man's and shit. They fuck with niggas.
The one isn't that the one that got in the fight with Matt Hoffa?
Nah, that's the next dude.
He's like the league owner, right? The dude that got stabbed.
Nah, I don't think he was a league owner, but he was like one of them legends.
King of the dot niggas.
Yeah, he was one of the legends and shit. But Drake was into that battle rap shit at them times. So he was about to battle Murder Mook and all that shit. So Meek wasn't paying attention that son was just already ready for
On
that
go.
shit.
Yeah.
He was supposed to battle Murder Mook in a club. And right before they battled and shit, they stopped that shit, the nigga record label. Like somebody came and was like, yo, you're not doing this, my nigga.
Nigga, please. And then somebody from OVO said,
Somebody-
I am from Atlantic
somebody
Records, and I
that's-
don't think this should go down.
If-
Cease and desist. Cease and
Not
desist.
from OVO, he wasn't signed. Remember, he was signed to what's the name at the time? Cash
Universal.
Money
Like,
at the
he
time.
had
Yeah.
somebody from OVO disguised.
Cash
Because how the
Money.
fuck they find out? Like,
Because-
it's the club now.
Bro, the nigga, when they send their artists out, they not don't send their artists out there with Drake is with somebody within that entourage, and when these things going down, it's calls being made, my nigga.
So where was these niggas when he was throwing bottles at Tony Parker in the club?
Who's throwing bottles at Tony Parker?
They-
You
that-
remember
that's
when Tony Parker got hit
that
in
is
the face when
different.
Chris Brown- when him and Chris
That
Brown
is
was going
different. Yo,
yeah,
Slaps,
each other.
you talking ignorance now, bro. We talking
No, I'm
about
saying,
we
like,
talking about
the
rap and
crisis team-
we talking about rap and we talking about some throwing the bottles at the spur of a moment shit. Nobody gonna be calling like, yo, Drake is throwing bottles right now. We talking about the nigga seen Murder Mook. If you ever known the story,
Yeah.
they was always supposed to battle. The shit never went down. Nigga seen the nigga in the club one day, was like, yo, son, what's good? Let's battle now. Murder Mook like, my nigga, I'm drunk. You're not gonna do this, try to catch me on the spot. Give me a half an hour. Let me go in the little back room. I'm gonna cook some shit up for you. So in that half an hour, as he's cooking that shit up, this shit is about, you understand me?
I didn't know the
Because
30-minute part. All right, my bad, my
niggas
bad,
is
my
getting
bad.
the
All
shit
right, I
prepared.
get
So
it.
by the time that shit is not happening,
30
my
minutes.
nigga.
All right. So you
Yeah,
know what?
that's
The
what I'm
gap.
telling
You didn't mention the
this
gap
what I'm
before.
saying, yeah. So
The
this
gap
what I'm trying to
actually- the gap
explain.
makes sense.
This
The
what I'm
gap
trying to
makes sense.
explain to you. Meek wasn't paying attention to his opponent. You understand me? He got with Nicki and he was on high.
He was on pills. And
He was
everything.
on high. Like not even the pills. He was just feeling himself.
Yeah.
Baddest in the game.
You understand me?
wearing his chain.
Feeling himself. So he underestimated the kid, and we know history. You know,
Has showed us what happens.
we see what happened. But getting back to this battle, so y'all saying you said we on 2-1 with you, Drake, and you said 2-1 on Kendrick's side, 2-1 with me, Drake.
So now we're talking about
going
Not
with
Like Us.
Not Like Us, and you're going with you. Of course, I know you think Not Like Us is
not.
is better than fucking The Heart.
Yeah, that shit
Of course, it's better than The Heart to you.
sinking
He could have
shit.
kept that shit to his fucking
Who
self,
that?
bro.
On defense. the
Oh,
whole
what you
time.
call it?
The Heart?
The hard part.
The Heart is a fucking Mason, son. Like y'all niggas is just be some.
Nah, it's
y'all
not.
niggas. I be hearing when niggas run with that
Go.
bullshit shit. Like y'all.
I didn't think it was bullshit.
Y'all
I
don't
just
listen
think
to
it was-
music
I
yourselves.
didn't think it was fucking with Not Like Us. I don't think it was bullshit. I actually think it was good.
It's more truth than Not Like Us, because Not Like Us is taking a pedophile angle, and where you see y'all
No,
niggas.
it's not true. Because he sat there and he said, mother I, and then sat there and fucked it and misconstrued an entire song.
No, he
with
didn't
this man.
misconstrue that. He did that on purpose, my nigga. We don't
So you think? So you saying he's lying? So you saying? So what you saying? You calling Kendrick a liar?
No,
you saying Kendrick was lying about not getting? Because Kendrick said I
think-
never got touched.
I
So
think-
he's
I think
saying
Kendrick
like,
full of shit.
huh?
I think Kendrick full of shit.
Wow.
Because in certain parts of that song is key words that, and I mean, insinuates that he did get touched, but Kendrick was so young at the time, he don't know what was going on. You understand me?
That's not making him full of shit.
Because
At least he traumatized, maybe.
Because at the end of the song, he made it look like the reason why his mother really kept pressing him about this shit is because she was raped.
Yeah.
But no, that cousin was really doing something to him, because the reason why they was questioning him like that for so many fucking years, they had to know that fucking cousin was a creep, bro.
Yeah.
Think about it, man. We not dumb. I wear a size fucking 12. You can't sell me a size 9.
Yo, listen.
Then the nigga said coping mechanism, so I started rhyming. But it's a lot of key words. I couldn't trust myself. If you know it didn't happen, then you could trust yourself.
No.
Yes. If I know somebody never touched me and somebody's questioning me.
That's not true.
Okay.
It's not. No, it's legitimately not true.
Okay.
This has been, people
I might
have
sound
told,
insensitive about this shit, but fuck it.
People have, there have been women who have came out and said, like, people have asked me questions and that made me question and made me ask things. There have been people who thought they were actual victims of sexual assaults. You can look this up. That was asked questions so much by different family members and things of that nature.
That they thought they was victims?
Yes. This has happened. Victims have actually said this
Okay,
before.
so
you understand what I'm saying?
So they are not victims then? Oh, they are victims. So which one are they? Which one are they?
I don't know how you frame it. I don't necessarily know how you would frame it or how you would say it. But people have said this.
Because any way you put it, then Kendrick is one of that then. And then y'all fucking want to feel.
But he admitted it that much.
Y'all niggas
And
full
I'm
of
not
shit.
feeling sorry for it.
Nah. Because if Drake, if Kendrick would have came out and said, Sandra, I heard that nigga got touched by your sister. We would have been, Drake, his aunt touched him.
I can't lie. That part, I can't
that
deny
nigga said it about Kendrick.
Yeah.
That nigga said it about Kendrick. Niggas
Niggas
automatically
is
like,
freaking-
yo,
niggas-
he's
niggas
But do you
all
think that the
types of
fact that
offenses.
Kendrick addressed this softens that blow? Pause. Do you think the fact that Kendrick kind of addressed this, it kind of softens that blow for him?
It kind of do. But
That could be what it is. Like if you're a Kendrick fan, we know this. We know that this happened.
we didn't know Kendrick is a we don't know Kendrick is a woman beater.
Huh?
And we ignore that.
He never talked about
ignore
it.
that.
Like I said, I thought the line about
And it's evidence showing that he is.
I thought the line about the uncle being the man of the house.
Oh, that was
I found that
wrong.
hilarious.
That was beautiful flip.
I thought that was
a beautiful
hilarious.
flip. My auntie is a man now.
No, I thought when Drake said,
Remember,
that's what he got from
the whole idea of his auntie was a man on that song. He grew up idolizing his auntie, but his auntie was a man. So he grew up idolizing that man.
And that nigga,
that was really a
Drake,
female.
and Drake taking that and flipping.
You know that's Baby Key moms, right?
Huh?
Yeah, I knew that.
Who?
That's Baby Key.
That's Baby Key moms.
Wait.
His auntie is a man
Are
now.
they really cousins?
They're really cousins. I
They
didn't
are
know.
really
That
cousins.
They got baby pictures together.
That auntie is Key moms,
Ryan
nigga.
got baby pictures together.
You said you a riot? Oh, my bad.
That auntie is Key moms.
I didn't know that.
The
I
auntie
didn't know
is
that.
Keem moms. That's why they be hiding Keem's mom's identity. Go look up Baby Keem, and they say
So
his
you just
mom's.
put that out there?
Yeah, and I mean, I do what I do.
You gotta use that clip.
You know what I mean, son?
The nigga said, I do what I do. Nigga just put that on. I thought this was public knowledge.
That's
Nigga
why the
said,
battle comes off.
I
That's why the
knew
battle
really
comes
cousins.
off
I
different.
knew they
That's
was
why.
really
That's why I
cousins.
hear it different.
But I mean, all right. So this is why the Heart 6 is a thing. Like you fuck with it. You fuck with it based off of that. Like just like you think you hear it a little bit differently than other people.
He's breaking it. And now I'm not gonna try to make it look like I'm special and shit when I say I hear it different from other people. I just listen to it from a different
because
perspective.
because you're not the only person.
And you can listen to the Heart Part 6 and say, oh, that's scathing, but Meet the Grams is not. It's basically the same fucking
No,
angle.
I said Meet the Grams was scathing. When I said it was a lot of lies filled in. If you take out that daughter shit, he read Drake.
Okay.
He read Drake. Take out the daughter lies shit, and then that song is good. It's a song that could be on the Kendrick album. It's all the sonics that Kendrick uses for his songs on his album, the ad-libs, and so I could appreciate him just taking the fact to make that song, and the execution of the song was just so fucking perfect of stepping on this nigga information about me. I'm not gonna give these niggas no motherfucking time. Like I said earlier on, we haven't seen Kendrick or heard from Kendrick. We just heard the music. You understand me?
Yeah.
And he was able to motherfucking defeat Drake and not be questioned about none of the shit Drake said about him by fucking dropping that song right at the perfect time.
Right, the perfect time.
It didn't have to be better than Family Matters. It just did what it did. It did its job. Stepped on Family Matters.
So how do so you think Heart is better than Not Like Us?
Now I say, okay, Not Like Us is a better song. So it's 2-2. So if I want to give it, know what I mean? If I want to say lyrically, I would think Heart outperformed that shit. So I would say 3-1 Drake. But the worst it could go is 2-2 to me. Tie. Which is 2-2 to you too.
No, it's 2-2 to me. And like I said,
So
the
I don't
reason
know
why
you said Drake lost
I
then.
think boom. So this is why. So this is all right. So no, you the one that introduced. All right. So before, I know you fucking with me. But let me explain it. Exactly. He baited me. But this is exactly why. If you break it down in those terms, yes, I do believe it's a tie game if we playing it like that. But it's one of those things like you ever seen the people that win, like if you watch basketball, you know some series be tied 2-2, but the people that won, but the favorite team that won them two games blew them out the 2 games, and the underdog that's keeping it close with the 2-2, they won 2 very close games. That's kind of how I felt about the series.
So you say the Kendrick wins was blowouts and
I think
Drake wins was close 4-quarter games and shit. It went down to the wire, basically.
I think Not Like Us is a blowout compared to.
But a winner's a win, no matter the score or the hype.
Yeah, that's why I said your angle and how you
still got it 2-2. You still got it 2-2, right?
If it's your angle like that, yes, it's 2-2.
Who's light skinned in this whole situation?
I don't know.
So I'm glad.
I thought you was asking
I'm glad.
No. I love your angle. I fuck with you.
I'm glad.
We're probably right because of that. That's why.
I'm glad I could get that out because and then he got it really 3-1, right?
Yeah, because you know they
You said Family Matters was not better than.
No,
Meet the Grams.
I think Family Matters Drake was just doing what he does. He used the drill beat. The way
the last verse about Kendrick was vintage Drake when he was singing. Kendrick just opened his mouth.
Listening to it, and that's why I said we had a fork in the road at that point of the battle. Because when you listen to Family Matters, it's like, yo, this nigga just won. But then Kendrick didn't let the shit live. He just came right at. So you fucking going over the verses in your head from Drake, and then Kendrick drops some new shit. So you running over.
You know what Kendrick? You know why Kendrick won the game? It was like so
he did win, right?
Because it's a tie musically. Like if you, like you say, I done told you 3.
Ain't LeBron his miss?
Yeah,
LeBron not his miss.
LeBron in the club
LeBron had to tell him I wasn't disappointed in you.
You tell me I can never disappoint you. You tell me that I cannot.
I don't give a fuck about what no grown man think about me. What I tell you? That's how he stood in the chair. Nigga said, what I say? What I say?
You told me that I can never disappoint you.
What the fuck is you talking to? All right. So, but before we wrap this up, man, I just want to get like a synopsis on how does this affect each other, their legacies.
I think
if you want me to, I don't want to close it out. So just let me go.
I think that Kendrick right now has the opportunity to not, and I don't want to say drop whatever he wants, but he has to take advantage of this moment if he, in fact, does care about this. Because I think they all do. Fuck the whole, you want to be famous and I don't want to be. Nigga, you want to be famous. That's why you got a record deal. And you want to be famous. So let's throw that out the window. But this is his moment right now to actually take the crown and do what it needs. That album has to be fire. I haven't, like Pre said, he was right. I haven't cared about Kendrick music since my last... Yeah, since Damn. So right now, that new album that's supposed to drop is fire. He has collected fans.
And I know y'all definitely didn't care about Pimp a Butterfly.
People did. I didn't. I
didn't.
tell you all the time. Like I said, people for some reason find it like I go with the people. I'm not the person to tell everybody that they're wrong.
So he's 50-50 to you
albums. I'm not. Yeah, I am 50-50 for me. Yeah. And I mean, maybe not even 50-50 if we count good. I mean, not good kid. I mean, Section 80.
We're gonna start.
If we count Section 80, he's up. He's up in the.
We starting with
Good Kid.
We starting with label albums.
Okay.
When he signed. So Good Kid. And then you don't like the next one.
I don't like.
Then you like Damn.
I love
Damn. Then you don't like the next one.
I think. The big stuff isn't.
You don't like that.
It's okay. It's just too. It's
don't lie to yourself. You don't like it.
It's
I think
I do. I love the thing. I love the aspect of Kodak Black. I thought the Silent Hill was fire.
Yeah, you like the aspect of Kodak Black. Yeah. But then he's calling Drake a pedophile. But you got to fucking rate or convict a nigga that's locked up for rape, not rating your album.
I'm looking real.
So like, where we going with this?
Out here.
This is why he lost to me.
Yeah, I'm looking real
because he was going with a lot of contradicting, and then Dr. Dre beat down bitches.
Well, Baka not nice beat bitches, so that's his.
There we go.
friend.
Yeah, we all have friends. Yeah, sex trafficking and everything. There we go.
So,
Yeah.
and I think Drake has an opportunity. First of all, what I think Drake should do is just do what he does. But that would be me telling him to retreat.
That's what he did with Scorpion.
Yeah, do what he does, and just let's stop the whole I'm the best, I'm the night. Because as I said before, he has 13 number ones, and 10 of those are from a different genre of music that he does. Now Kendrick is about to have his 4th number one. So he would literally have more hip hop number ones than Drake does. So let's stop and just do what you do. Like Kendrick said, I like Drake when he's on melodies. Drake even rap still. Like,
No, that's nah.
Can I finish my point?
Nah, you lie. Because you can finish it, but you have to correct that point before you finish it.
What?
You said he's gonna have 4 number ones. One of his number ones was one of them Katy Perry shits. That ain't hip hop. Okay,
all right,
go ahead.
So 3. So they'll be neck and neck.
So we're tied again.
Why you have me up here with him? I think somebody got the fucking watch. Damn.
I love it. That's why I love it. Keep me sharp, man. All right, so
Yeah, I think Drake right now has I think, and I wrote this in the article, I think he needs to like understand his position, understand who he is, and be that. That audio that leaked out about Lil Wayne saying years ago, keep a Canadian. You heard that, right? Like he can do that. Drake is a great artist. He's a great artist. Like do
Kendrick
that.
kept it way more Canadian, Crody.
Huh? Yeah,
That's the first time I heard.
And he's still gonna have Pre and Frost and everybody to say that
Ryo.
he wanted Ryo to love him. He don't have to try to play this because this is not you. This is not you.
You know why I love hip hop?
This is not me, yo.
You know why I love hip hop? Because it makes you pick a side. And then you see how people think I'm a big Drake defender, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy because the last few years I'm called a big Kendrick defender too.
Yeah, because I couldn't.
Yeah, you understand me? So it's crazy. But this shit put them.
One thing
These my guys, man.
The one reason why I love doing the show with Pre that makes it difficult to do the shit with Pre is Pre always hedges his bets because he's just honest about how he remember how I asked you on the event, you was like, yo, fuck it, I'm gonna stand on business about everything.
Yeah.
The best part about the show is we don't stand on business about it unless we like it. You get what I'm saying? It's really what we think. It's really our opinion, is what we feel from the heart. And it's not biased.
At that time.
Yeah, at the time. Specifically at the time. But it's honesty. You get what I'm saying? We don't have any bad faith arguments. We do every now and then, especially this nigga. Sometimes, like you seen how he set me up whole time.
Yeah,
super bad faith. But every now and then, yeah. But for the most part, our opinions and stuff like that is really just based off of how we're feeling at that time.
And
we keep it honest.
am I allowed that, Pre? Am I allowed to have my feeling at that time? Because you don't allow me that.
I know you do.
No, you don't. Not where it matters, nigga. Not on Facebook.
I just love. I'll be at work killing time, bro.
So you make me look bad as a fucking hobby.
Yeah. That's why I don't argue.
You notice
I didn't like Kendrick album. No, it was bullshit to me. Still is, by the way. And
which one?
The last one.
The double album?
But I will pick him over Drake because Kendrick write his own shit. So that's why I would side with him in this beef. But if this was not a thing, I still won't be.
That's a bullshit excuse because Drake writes his own music.
No, he does not.
Yes, it is because Drake wrote music for a lot of people. That's why
we don't know if he wrote that.
No, this is why Drake
said that on this shit. He said, "How you know OVO niggas ain't writing for him?" And then say, "Yo, Drake, give it out."
Because you got Kanye West saying that. Know what I mean? And you got Rick Ross saying that shit. You got interviews with Rick Ross saying
they don't know if he wrote it.
No,
they just know
Rick Ross has an interview when he said me and him
yeah.
is in the 2 percentile because he could walk in the studio, we stand there, hit a beat, and we create right there. Rick Ross said that.
And he could have had it pre-saved on his phone.
And then Kanye said, I had this little one bar and I gave it to him and he just created the whole song around it. I wish Drake could write for me every day, so come on, bro.
But we don't know if he wrote that.
No, he writes it because he wrote a lot of these nigga songs.
Right.
I'm gonna send it to AI though, but I'm gonna send it to you, Pre.
Yo, so what you said? I'm gonna chat GPT. All right. So as far as I go and as far as legacies and how I feel about legacies and how this affected it, I do personally think like this is just another dope moment in a Hall of Fame career for Kendrick. I do enjoy it. I don't necessarily even think he has to put out another class. Like, and for me personally, for my ears and how I feel about his discography, I think I would like that. But I think for the people, I think they already have it. Like the people that love him already have it in his head that he's probably one of the greatest ever. Just based off of the 2 albums that I don't like, are the ones that have cemented him to the people that he is that person. You get what I'm saying?
Can I say this too? I'm gonna let you continue. if you do look at the two albums you don't like, those two albums move the culture forward in a big way.
Black culture.
That black culture
on top
shit.
of that.
And that's why I don't. That's
take
why I
that
don't.
shit part out. But
Yeah.
that whole black, the resurgence, it's like that Renaissance era again. That came from To Pimp a Butterfly.
It's like it was like that. It's like the modern day. It takes a nation to hold us back.
Yeah,
Public Enemy shit is one of those albums. Is I think even Mr. Morale is gonna be an album that's gonna be studied in the future. The album is fucking amazing. It's like a stage play album, like tap dance and shit. It's like you could get the Gregory Hines nigga. Remember the nigga that used to
Savion Glover.
Yeah, the Savion Glover. Yeah, is in that realm of music and shit. You understand me? Even when you watch the video, Kendrick is a fucking artist. So when you say legacy,
wait, let me just say about Drake's. What I don't think this. I don't feel in my way this really distracts from Drake's, because Drake is cemented. Yeah. What I do think, though, to me, what it does a little solidify a little bit is you put him up against people who, and this is not me personally. I think this is what the public, because I know you about to jump, but I do think what it does put out there when he does want to battle against the battlers or the people who are actually like spitters and stuff like that in other people's minds. It does take away from it. But I don't think it should, because some of the records that I personally thought he lost with are some of the greatest and will take out most rappers. You get what I'm saying? It's just he got caught on some of the, like, Story of Adonis is a real shit happens kind of moment. Who the fuck can guess that? You get what I'm saying? Adidas didn't guess it because Adidas had a rollout for it. You get what I'm saying?
I think.
And so but like I said, overall, I don't think, for me, it doesn't. I think they're both solidified. I think it's just another dope moment in Kendrick Lamar's career.
That's a bullshit narrative that history wants to put on his jacket. Because that's a lie. Because we're not gonna stand here and act like he didn't go blow for blow with Kendrick, like he got blown out or some shit, like he wasn't rapping, like he wasn't giving us, like both of them gave us moments this past weekend. You understand me? So this was not a blowout victory. You even had it 2-2 when you look at it. You understand me? So this is what history is, a witch hunt. Drake was winning for too long. Drake is not the dude that the purists put on the top. For Drake to beat Kendrick, you understand me? The purists loses their power in the industry.
Give him more ammo.
And give this kid the more. We can't have that. It's the same way when Jay-Z was that top dude. The music didn't really speak culturally to, even though it did, but they didn't want to, he's making these type of club records and shit. Nas is the golden child. He came in as a golden child. So they never want to see the golden child lose and shit. You understand me? With this Drake, I think as far as the legacy,
but I do think you underrate Not Like Us a little bit, because it will that's the reason why I do think it'll look I think that's why it look like, I think that's why it would look like a blowout, as far as like, I think
what I'm saying ain't got nothing to do with Not Like Us, right? Okay. What I'm saying, because history wanted to be a blowout before Not Like Us came out. So we're not even going to do that. I was reading Twitter before Not Like Us dropped, and they was trying to say like, this is like, it's over. They wanted Drake to lose. Drake couldn't win this battle. It was no way Drake was going to win this battle. If you see how all the media personalities is saying the same thing, this was a meeting behind closed doors. It's a witch hunt. There's no way that everybody has the same, everybody's on accord to do, they like, now niggas is trying to pick apart. Drake didn't have a sound. Now it's like now it's the bashing of him it follows it.
But didn't we get that before? Didn't we get that before with the Push thing? We didn't get like a bashing?
No, you couldn't have that, because the nigga was dropping #1 singles that whole summer. Scorpion came out. You had Kiki, Do You Love Me?
Yeah.
I mean, all those songs.
That's why I think you're absolutely right about Do What You Do, because he showed us with I forgot the name of the song, but Kiki, Do You Love Me? Yeah. He showed us like, bro, the hit's gonna trump it. You get what I'm saying? They booing this shit now, but let him come out with some funky shit.
He had a bunch of hits.
Mob Ties. You know what I'm saying?
So he dropped the album. He was, remember, a lot of people, let me show you something. And this is another thing I want the people to know. People don't use their sense. Drake could not, the higher ups was not letting Drake battle Pusha T. They wasn't going to let it. When he put that song out, you notice he never made him put that song out for sale. That song is still never went up on DSPs and shit. He had an album coming out. They had too much invested in him. This was his last album on Cash Money. They was not going to have him motherfucking going back and forth with fucking Pusha T for free. when you have a fucking album to promote. It's not gonna happen.
And he
my
already
nigga.
lost money with the Adidas
Exactly.
thing.
You understand me? They didn't even care about the Adidas. They have an album that they put money into, a double album that they have to promote. You understand me? Going back and forth with Pusha will require him to put out songs that don't have nothing to do with that album, and it's gonna take away from the promotion of that album.
Yeah,
it was a bigger picture at plan. Yeah. So that's when niggas was like, yo, you're not. It was really the labels and say, you're gonna have to eat this L, my nigga.
Can I say this to you? In addition to that, do you think this? What would you think about this? I feel like, you know how Drake was one away from Michael, as he said, right? Do you think that a lot of the elites on that level, you think they feel like, okay, if he's already broke the hip hop #1 record. What if he breaks the overall music record?
They probably don't want that.
That's what I really thought. I really thought that's where it was coming from with all of them getting on, because, I mean, we have a difference in opinion of how he is as a rapper, but to me, he's not a real rapper like that. So it's like he gets that credit.
So the thing with like the conspiracy theory, most of the time I'd like to lend myself to that, but I do look at down the line. Most of the people, except Ross, is probably the only one where there's like a little iffy, but most of the people there, it was kind of like a situation, like the Rocky shit, like that nigga really I thought like the last time he kind of violated Rihanna for no reason. You get what I'm saying? And then like the Metro Boomin shit, they had their situation, even though we don't know what it is, and Metro Boomin said himself, I'm not gonna put it out there because it's embarrassing for both of us. They had their issues before that. You get what I'm saying? The Weeknd shit goes back for Lord knows how long. Yeah. So all these are people that he's actually legitimately threw shots at. Not even just done something.
You talking about surface level shit right here.
But
you started singing the news people coming at the nigga, the raper, / rapper. When you see the
somebody fucked up on the teleprompter.
Not
somebody fucked up on the teleprompter.
It all makes sense. When you see the nigga that sold Twitter to Elon Musk, you understand me? All of a sudden goes back on his Twitter and start tweeting in favor of Kendrick. What's Drake beef with Jack Dawson? Jack.
Not Like Us is a good song.
You understand me?
But why do you say that when Drake fucking did back to back in the fucking mayor of Toronto?
That's his hometown.
But Jack Dorsey from the USA. Like, why is it a conspiracy against him and there's never one against the other ones that he defeated?
No, because that conspiracy, hold up. What they just not sent Kendrick to do, they sent Meek to do, and he couldn't do it. Yes. And the labels had too much invested in Drake at the time where they wasn't gonna let him lose. If you ever listen to these niggas talk about when Murder Inc. and fucking G Unit was beefing and shit with Shady and shit, these like even when LL Cool J and was beefing with Cannabis, Def Jam, that whole building is beefing with whatever fucking record label that Cannabis. You understand me? So at that time they was not gonna let Meek Mill take out motherfucking Drake. And like I said, Pusha was not he was a formidable lyricist for the backpackers, for us that love lyrics, but for the masses of the white people that listen to music, no, he was not. Kendrick cuts through all of that shit. He's right there with Drake and shit. Like I said, Drake got all the accolades with the platinum albums and this, that, and the third, he has it with the Grammys. So he's very recognizable to them because he's on their TV screen when they 50, 60, 70 annual grant. You understand me? They know who Kendrick is, bro.
Yeah.
He's not a nobody.
I don't think that it's a planned thing. I think it's, this nigga, he ain't a real fucking rapper. Like, you feel that way? You feel that way?
And that's how we go with it. That's where we go with it.
So that's a plan then.
I mean, no, but that's a plan.
But it's not written on a whiteboard.
But like I said, amongst them, that's what I said. Like the elimination thing, like I do believe it's a plan in that way, but it's in a very surface level capacity. I don't believe it's the higher ups, as you say. Like they got them together.
Top of 30.
I mean, and like I said, I don't think it's like if it was to come out and that was revealed like that, I wouldn't be shocked. Yeah. But if you asking me what my gut feeling is personally, they just all didn't like him, and it was like, fuck it, let's do this. You get what I'm saying? Or some Power Rangers type shit. And that was the only way he was gonna take out the light skinned nigga.
Yeah, and that's why.
And I applaud them for that.
And that's why hot dog companies is putting BBL Drizzy on their hot dogs,
BBL
right?
Glizzy. BBL Glizzy.
Everything is a takedown, bro. This shit, you know what I mean?
Oscar Wilde had nothing to do. with the fucking
yeah, they was
takedown
trying to fit in.
Drake.
They was trying to fit in. They was trying. That nigga really told that man, "Shut your whole ass up and make some drums." And guess what he did? Made some motherfucking drums, because that is my favorite line. This entire beef. That's why I said you really want Drake to just take shots at one person. That's my favorite. He really dismissed him. He like a little nigga. Nigga said, "Shut your whole ass up and make some drums." And that was it. He took off the beat too. He took off the beat. That part was a cappella.
Because you know why?
I think because he was a producer. That's why
because he don't really make the beats. He makes the drums. A lot of people,
hired him, including Kanye.
He does a lot of the drums.
Shout out to Pierre Bourne work with him. That's my man's. Yo, man, let's we've had you here forever, man. We damn near took you hostage.
It's
okay.
Go.
Yeah,
what
man.
Time is it?
It's damn near 9, bro. It's a quarter past. This was fire.
Thank
bro.
you, man. I appreciate this.
Yo, please.
Next time, have somebody up here that I can wash. Bring
somebody.
Bring Frost to somebody.
Yo, man. Let them be acting like they scared to come on camera, man, with us, man.
Well, he has the gods of the city, like.
Yeah, but
he like his own platform. Yeah. He has his own platform.
That's like me.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't.
So yeah, he doesn't do this for everybody. So can we get a round of applause for my man?
Yes, definitely.
Appreciate you, man.
Round of applause for Sparrow, and round of applause for Drake and Kendrick.
I thought you were just gonna say Drake.
No, for both of them guys, man.
Round of applause for hip hop, man.
That was a great hip hop weekend, man.
Greatest battle ever.
That's the greatest battle ever.
Greatest battle ever. I got greatest ever. Which one are you thinking of?
Jay and Nas.
The frequency just wasn't.
The Jay and Nas wasn't.
There was no social media then. So,
but either way, no matter how we got to it, we got to it.
It wasn't gonna get to this because at a point in time, as Jay-Z would have went, Jay-Z bougie. Let's just keep it that. Like, you know what I mean? So he don't like to engage too much.
Yeah.
He'll give you one here or there, but then he'll leave it alone and then try to come back on his time.
Bum ass nigga, yeah. Fact. Plug yourself, man.
Jay-Z wouldn't have played the game the way Drake played the game this weekend.
Well, Drake is a social media era, so he plays the game
so social media, definitely the greatest of social media era. We're all unanimous on that. Like I said greatest.
He just lost in it though.
NWO Sparrow, NWO News is returning July on Medium.com and on Facebook.com and YouTube.com. So it's barbershop talk.
Back nigging on Tuesday. Show. Yes, sir.
Back nigging on Tuesday nights in July. And NWO Sparrow. Everything is NWO Sparrow.
Thanks.
You know, we had, man, Flight School Pre.
Man, Slap shot you.
We're probably right,
man. Subscribe, please.
Facts.
Subscribe.
I wanted to say that with y'all.
Did you?